we are presenting opportunities where everyone rises, and we have an online audience that won't come in here. You missed a good meal today. You missed a good laugh or two today. You're always welcome in the building. Put your hands together for the Joyce Foundation, Northwestern Medicine, Cigna, United Way Metro, U Chicago Hospital, and Bright Star Community Outreach. Come on! Welcome to Power, everybody. Let me hear you. Woo! Today, we have the Behavioral Health Department coming back for part 2. I know y'all enjoyed them last time. Put it together for my colleagues from the Behavioral Health Department of Bright Star Community Outreach. We're going to hear from them in a few minutes. Put your hands together for our Behavioral Health Department. Lucretia?
Yes.
This is our Executive Director, Lucretia Kindred. Give it up!
So, Joni.
Yeah.
We have some exciting things going on and coming up.
Always.
I'm super excited. I kind of spilled the tea a little bit to
right.
some of the people in the building already, but I want our online viewers to know about what's happening as well. So on Monday, we successfully completed our job readiness fair, where we prepared people to be able to market themselves effectively and find their new job. Not just a job, but a career, something that they're passionate about, something that they love to do. So they are prepared for the big upcoming job fair, which will be May 1st at the Charles A. Hayes Center on 48th and Wabash. We have over 20 partners joining us that have job opportunities available. Over 600 positions will be in the building. There will be on-the-spot interviews, opportunities to network and connect with employers throughout the city of Chicago. So we're really excited about that.
I love what we do in our community. We provide resources for the underserved, and that's everybody that's around here. If you have a nephew, niece, brother, sister, son, daughter that needs a job, they only need it because they don't want to do this. So tell them. Tell them to come out May 1st. The information is on that back table over there for more information. And do they need to register? What do they need to do?
Absolutely. We want them to register, but registration is not required, right? Because sometimes you might spread the word and they might not get to the website in time. That is okay. We encourage them to bring their resumes, but if they forget it, we have a lab, computer lab, where they can go and print out their resume. So there's no excuses. Not to come. So it starts at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. on the 1st.
I love that. I love that. Put it together for Bright Star Community Outreach. I don't want you to go anywhere because your counterpart, your colleague specifically, is in the building.
Oh, yes.
And we've never met him officially.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to ask him if he could spend a few minutes up here with us. He said he's shy. We're going to see. Come on, let us put our hands together for the Executive Director of our Community Development Corporation, Carl West. Come on. Give him some power love.
Good morning, everybody.
Come on down.
I guess it's afternoon, I should say. Good afternoon.
Come on down.
Come on in, Carl.
All right.
Come on in.
Hey, Joni. Hey, Lucretia.
Hey.
They know I'm really shy. They got me up here.
So I wanted you to meet Carl. Carl is an amazing human anyway. He's so kind. And he knows a lot about a lot of things. So we have him up here so that you can finally see who's behind making sure that our facilities are taken care of, making sure that our Community Development Corporation is moving forward, because that's a big job. Lucretia handles Bright Star Community Outreach. Carl handles the CDC, or the Community Development Corporation. So we want to hear from you. What's going on? What's up?
Well, I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me. You guys are doing amazing things. This is not my first time at Power, but definitely my first time in front of all of you. And so I'm excited just to even share. Can I share a little bit about what CDC does?
That's what we want you to do.
All right. So CDC is Bright Star Community Development Corporation. We focus on affordable housing. We focus on economic development. And like Lucretia, we also focus on workforce development. One of the major things that we're doing right now is that we oversee a shelter of 260 residents, many who are just kind of down on their luck, looking for new opportunities. And so we're providing opportunities for them to do that, helping them identify housing, helping them to identify jobs, things that they may need just to get a job, getting the paperwork that they need. We have case managers in-house who kind of help them to kind of figure out what the next plan is for their lives. So we're really excited about the work we do. In addition, we oversee all the properties that Bright Star Enterprise oversees. So we have the Turn Center, we have 735 right here, we have our new churches that we have, we'll be moving into in the next few months. We have our administrative office. We have some great things on the horizon. We're going to be building. That's all I can say. We're going to be building in just a few months.
I love that. So are you telling me you handle all of the facilities? That's what the CDC does?
My team. I won't take all the credit alone, but we oversee all of that.
Oh, come on. Clap it up for Carl West.
Clap it up for the CDC. Let's give it up for the CDC.
Yeah, I love that. So, Lucretia, I think, you have a wonderful partner here.
I do, and we have the opportunity to partner often with some of the residents from the shelter that came to the Job Readiness Fair, so they were able to participate in that programming. So we work together quite a bit, right? Yeah. So if y'all ever have a problem with the facilities, let me know, because I'll get them.
He said call her. Let's clap it up one more time for Carl West, everybody.
Thank you, Lucretia.
Of course.
You did good, Carl. You didn't sound shy at all. No, get out of here. No. All right. So we are moving forward. We're moving forward. Okay, but before we do move forward, I don't know if we have a commercial or not. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. We do have a commercial. There may be people in the room that have never seen the commercials, and even if you've seen them, can you just kind of hold it down so that they can hear? And then right after that, we're going to hear from BHG. Clap it up one more time, y'all.
At the heart of our community, the Health and Wellness Department at Bright Star Community Outreach is making a lasting impact. Through community conversations and collaborations, we're addressing critical social determinants of health, such as access to health care, advocacy, and preventive care, to empower residents and to improve their overall well-being. Our COVID-19 relief efforts have been significant, with over 15,000 vaccines administered and 250 residents enrolled in the NIH RECOVER study on long COVID. We're co-authoring research with the NIH and co-hosting a long COVID summit with leading experts from the Chicago Department of Public Health, Harvard, and other institutions. At BSCO, culturally competent health education is a cornerstone of our outreach. Our Clergy and Clinician series, in partnership with Northwestern Medicine, has reached over 100,000 viewers, addressing disparities in COVID-19, heart disease, mental health, and more. Our work is data-driven and evidence-based, aiming to close Chicago's life expectancy gap by addressing chronic diseases, mental health, and violence. With over 900 health assessments completed, our initiatives such as Ignite Your Health and the Think Pink Women's Health Initiative are empowering community members with impactful lifestyle changes. And guess what? Our work, it is published. Our violence prevention efforts, featured in the Journal of Preventive Science, has led to a 14% reduction in robberies, a 10% drop in aggravated assaults, and a 17% decrease in shootings in our area. For over a decade, Northwestern Medicine and UChicago Medicine have been significant partners in this work, providing legal, financial, and structural support, and even placing their executives on our board. We are also proud of our partnership with St. Bernard Hospital. Additionally, Bright Star Community Outreach is at the forefront of community-based research projects with institutions such as the University of Illinois Chicago and Rush Hospital. At Bright Star Community Outreach, we're not just talking about change, we're making it happen. So join us in creating a healthier, safer community for all.
Clap it up right there for Bright Star Community Outreach, Health and Wellness Department. Give it up! Here we have with us our behavioral health team, behavioral health department, with our leader today, Albert Simmons, and his team. Can you clap it up? Albert, how you doing? You all right?
I'm doing well. How's everybody out there? Power! We're so excited to be here with you, Miss Joni.
Yes.
This wonderful, the energy in this room
Always.
is amazing.
Ain't it over the top all the time?
Yes.
All the time.
All the time.
Can you introduce your team to our family, just in case they don't know who we are here?
Sure. So I have our Italian stallion,
Yeah.
Mr. Joey.
Joey Paisan.
Our comic relief, Jeremy.
Woohoo!
And the rose in the midst of the thorns,
Yes!
Miss Kayla.
That's my friend.
So we are the ambassadors of BHD, and we love to go out and share information with people to help enhance their lives. And we are so excited to be here once again to share with you on this week. And we're just going to have some good dialogue today.
I love that. Albert, it looked like you brought some things with you. I saw some things in a bag. I don't know what it's all about, but I'm excited. Y'all excited to hear about what's getting ready to take place here? Please turn your ears on and turn those phones off so we can hear, and please keep your voices down so we can all get the information at the same time. Y'all good? All right, let's go.
All right, so who remember what we talked about a couple weeks ago? Huh?
Jeez.
Anybody remember? Who? Think about yourself. Come on, let's give her a hand. We're going to give you a water bottle. Come on. We're going to build you up to the gift card. All right. One of the things that we try to help individuals do, and that is to put to practice the things that we share. Because it does you no good for us to come here and have good conversation and you don't make it applicable, right? So how many did something for yourself since the last time we come together? You did something. Y'all ain't do nothing for yourself. You ain't get your hair done, your nails done, go to the movie, go for a walk, read a book, you prayed. Come on, anybody do anything for yourself? Make some noise if you did something for yourself. All right, good. So we want to encourage you and keep you accountable to that, to make sure you have a healthy regimen, because you cannot be good for other people unless you're good for yourselves, all right? So we're going to transition today. And again, the things that we share is not going to be something that is so prolific that you're like, oh, wow, that was so deep. I didn't know, right? A lot of times, it's the simple things that we miss out on, right? And so today we're going to talk about effective communication. Effective communication, because we all communicate, but is it effective? Is it the right way to communicate, right? And we must understand the effective communication. It ensures that everybody has clarity and understanding about the information that is being shared. And many times we have these conversations, but people walk away still not knowing what you was talking about.
Let me just add something to that. So if we have effective communication, it's my responsibility as the one that wants to communicate that you understand what I'm saying.
Come on.
Is that right?
That's right.
I can't assume that you understand what I'm saying.
No, ma'am.
All right, go ahead.
You cannot assume.
Let me get out of your business.
No. You're on target. You cannot just assume that everyone understands, because we have different backgrounds. We come from different places. You know, we have different environments. Our conversations are different. There's multiple generations in the room today. So we got to be careful with just assuming that individuals understand exactly what we are trying to communicate, right? What do the kids say now? When you look good, what do they say? Yeah, you ate that, right? Ooh, you ate that. You're like, I'm still hungry. So again, you can't just assume that people understand exactly what you're communicating. And so we're going to talk about ways to ensure that what you're saying is effective. I want you to understand there are two parts to communicating. It's the communicator and the listener. Some of us think we're good listeners, but we're not. Because you're sitting up trying to formulate a response, instead of really being present with the person that's having the conversation. And we miss very vital, important pieces of the conversation because you have now tuned them out, and now you're into your own head trying to figure out a response for what is being said to you. But an effective listener sits there quietly, even though you're trying to get in like double dutch, right? You have to wait for the right timing to interject your point of view to ensure that you're able to respond appropriately. Because sometimes how you hear and receive things, it determines the response that you give to what's being said. All right? Somebody trying to communicate to me now. I'm at power. All right. So, wait a minute. Glory to God. All right. Points to ponder. Always consider verbal and nonverbal communication methods. My staff member to my left here, when I want to know how something lands, I look at her. She hides her feelings. She wears it on her face.
Not all the time, y'all.
When I come, just this morning, I walked in the office. Albert, you tiptoeing. You must be getting ready to say something, right? She's reading my body language, my nonverbal cues. Me coming into the office had already communicated to her that I'm getting ready to probably give her some information that she really don't want to hear.
It sure did.
Sometimes we're not aware of our nonverbal cues. Sometimes when we come and we're trying to present, and when your arms are folded, that's a sign you're not wanting to receive what we got to say. Your body posture is saying that. And don't mess around and yawn. Oh, we must really be boring you, right? You ain't having a good time because you done just, right in the middle of the presentation. That means you're not interested. And this is a big one here that we don't really understand. It sends a message to people who are trying to present when we grab our cell phones. Yes. In the midst of while we're talking, and just even in the midst of personal one-on-one conversation, and you get to texting, I'm listening. No, you're not. You're texting. You're not that skillful to where you can effectively send a text and listen at somebody at the same time. Have you ever been having a conversation and trying to text? You wind up texting what you were saying instead of responding to what the text is.
Yes.
Our communication is jacked up. It's jacked up. And as a people, we need to learn how to communicate with one another, how to support one another, how to communicate love. And even if it's constructive criticism, there's a way to tell me that something ain't right. You can't just walk up and say, you surely is ugly. That's a problem.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. That's a fight. But you might say, hey, you know, I noticed that you're trying really hard to. Today ain't a good day, right? You don't just tell somebody your breath stank. Would you like a piece of gum? Right? There's a way to communicate that. Even when I'm getting ready to bring news to my team, I can't just hit them with the stuff in the raw. I have to sift. That's what makes my job a little bit more stressful, because I'm sifting through the words to try to deliver it to them to where it won't offend them, but they will receive what I'm trying to say and be motivated to help complete the assignment that's given to us.
Albert, you know that's important.
Yes.
Because if you don't take the time to sift it, then you kind of deserve what the other person gives you back.
Exactly. They gonna match energy. Come on, that's what the young people say. I'm just matching your energy. So we have to understand that how we communicate in our body language is vitally important. It's very significant in our communication. Even how we, reject certain things. No. You say it with a bad attitude. Why we gotta have attitude? Why are you angry? Good morning. Good morning. Right. Be intentional with your communication. And if you're not having a good day, let me tell you, there's a good way to do that. Hey, everybody, I just want you to know I'm not feeling my best today. So if I'm not as jovial as I usually am, please don't take it offensively. I'm just dealing with some things personally. You have now gotten ahead of the situation, because when you start giving that bad energy out, now it goes all over. Ooh, they acting funny today. Ooh, and so now it continues to build and fester, and it rubs people the wrong way, and now everybody's communication is off because you were not mature enough to express that I'm just not having a good day. And we're all entitled to have them. We're all entitled to have a moment, but you're not entitled to be rude. You're not entitled to be disrespectful. You can take your space, go off and isolate if that's what you need to do, but you don't get to ruin my day. Tabitha says, what she say? If you don't have a good day, don't go around messing up somebody else's. Don't mess up my day because you had a bad one. You don't know how hard it was for me to smile when I was going through what I'm going through. Oh, God.
Like we should lift an offering for you.
Always attempt to be respectful and non-judgmental. Sometimes your comments are not warranted. Your opinions are not warranted. Even when someone is speaking to you, ask them, are you telling me this because you want to hear what I have to say? Are you saying this because you need a listening ear? Are you saying this because you want to feel supported? How do you want me to respond? You don't just get to respond how you want to. Because again, what you give, you're now subject to the response that you get back. Always treat people the way you want to be treated. That's a simple lesson. Just treat people the way you want to be treated. If you don't want anybody to disrespect you, please don't disrespect them. I don't know if you've ever noticed, the most sensitive people are the rudest people. They can say anything they want to anybody, any way that they want to do it. But the moment they get it back in return, they are offended. They in their feelings. They like, why you talk to me like that? You like that all the time. I get a pass today because you done hit me with that 10 times in the last week, so I get to give it back one time. We have to be conscious and make sure, again, our communication is intentional. Somebody say intentional. Right? Do not assume you can just say what you want to say, how you want to say it. These kids are a different breed of kids. You know, when I was coming up, I had to respect all adults, and they all had a right to whoop me. Right? Not in this day and time. You say something to little Johnny, his mama coming. Who do you think you thought? I had that child. But then when he get murdered, you want to go fund me. I know that sounds very extreme, but that's what happens. You didn't want nobody to say nothing to little Johnny. But now little Johnny done grew up and be a little hoodlum, and the streets done took him out of here. Now you want me to come with a GoFundMe. If you can't accept my correction, you can't accept my support, my money, my love, none of that. You need to get it all. You get all of me. Right? I'm serious. And some of us, we have messed up because we have tried to be friends with our children. They don't need another friend. They need parents. They need grandparents. They need aunties. They need uncles. They need godmothers. They need bonus moms, bonus dads. They need somebody to give them structure. And there's a way to be able to communicate that, because you have to, again, present yourself in a way that is respectful. If you want to be respected, you got to be respectful. Full of respect. But some of us are full of everything else. And so we get everything else in return. It's all about how we communicate. Tell somebody this, how you communicate. How you communicate.
Albert. Y'all enjoying Albert? Let's encourage him right there. Thank you, Albert.
40% of the message is what you hear, right? Sometimes we're trying to figure out why people don't understand when we communicate. Understand only 40% of your message is what they hear. It's your tone. Tone is real major, right? What if I came up here talking, oh, yeah, it's about communication. Y'all like, something is wrong with him. He don't know how to talk. How you going to get somebody up there to talk about talking and he can't talk? Right? Tone is everything. There's a thing with vocal inflections in your tone. How to captivate an audience, how to make an impact when you're speaking, right? It's not just for people who do public speaking, but just even in your everyday conversation. There's a way you can communicate with your tone that will grasp the attention of the person that you're talking to. But if you ain't even interested in what you're talking about, why would I be interested? If you don't sound passionate about what it is that you're trying to convey, why would I be passionate about listening? Right? So it's about matching energy, and that can be positive or negative. But I want you to understand, too, body language, again, is real huge. Yeah. Somebody shout body language.
Body language. He gonna tune up in
Y'all forgive me. Look, yes, maybe some of y'all don't know. I'm bivocational. I'm a pastor.
Everybody say, preach, Bishop.
So sometimes I sound a little preachy. I ain't trying to preach. I ain't trying to convert you.
Tune up.
Amen. But that's just who I am. It just comes out. I apologize. I give a disclaimer.
E flat.
Are y'all enjoying it? Come on, clap it up one more time for this. Our people right here. This our tribe right here.
50% is what you see and feel. Facial expressions, your posture, eye contact, how you touch, gestures. Again, we're living in a funny time. You can't do like we used to do. I used to be like, all right, Jeremy, calm down. But now he be looking at me like, all right, now, don't be touching me, all right? What you doing, bro? That was too many rubs right there. All right. Oh, okay. But all of that means something when we're talking. Even how Joni hosts is so warm and inviting. It makes you just feel it. It's exuding. Everybody can't do this. And let me say this. Be able to celebrate those that can, right? Don't think that you can just get up here and do it because you ain't graced to do it. Know how to communicate congratulatory remarks towards somebody than having hating remarks. Oh, I could do it better. Give me a chance. But as a community, again, it hurts my heart to see how we become so divided. Every other race can come together and make things happen. But when we see others accomplishing something and doing something, we're the first to criticize and tear down. Your communication can build or it can tear down. What are you going to do with your words? When is the last time your words built up someone? When was the last time your words encouraged someone? Somebody's been waiting on you and your communication to help them through their tough moments. You got to make sure that you're willing and open to communicate effectively and appropriately, that's in a way that will build them versus tearing each other down. Is that all right? Can we do that? All right, I'm going to get real churchy one more time and I'm done. I want you to look at someone at your table and tell them something good about them, even if you don't know them. Oh, Lord. Now tell me, how did you feel to hear something positive? Didn't that feel good? Now you're going to walk out of here. You done forgot about your bills. You done forgot about the kids. Just for a moment. It didn't fix it. It didn't pay it. but at least it gave you something positive for a moment, right? That's what we need to do. Positive communication produces positive people. Come on, let's give it up.
Hey. Woo, I'm full. I am full. I can't wait to hear what's coming on behind that. So who's next, Albert? Come on, Albert. Who is next? What we got going on next? They were waiting to hear from y'all. Oh yeah, we want to hear some more.
So everybody, I want each one of my teams to give a good communication tip and how we communicate amongst each other. Again, we have an activity that we can do.
Yeah.
I don't know how much time we got. You want to do the activity? Y'all want to do the activity?
You got time.
Okay, we're going to do our activity. Come on, we're going to get a few tables right here.
So we'll just do like a table around.
Okay. Kayla's going to take over.
So I'll go ahead. I got a mic, sir. Bishop, thank you. That one's still hot.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a quick little activity. I have a script here. It's a little memo. One person from the table is going to read the memo. The next person is going to tell the person on the side of them what the memo said. You won't have the paper. You have to remember it, and then you need to just speak what you read, okay? It's not long. It's not long because my memory bad, too. My focus bad, too. It's not long. It's short. You'll remember it. I need you to tell the next person what the note said.
And the last person's going to have to get on the mic and say what the message was.
Right. And then the first person is going to come back and read what the note actually said.
Wow.
Okay? Okay, we're gonna come to this table. Can I get a table?
Come on, we need a few tables to volunteer real quick.
Okay.
Let's get a little music while this is happening. Yeah. This is great. So you know what? This is amazing because this is just an example of what Bright Star Community Outreach offers to our community. We touch every spectrum.
Let's bring it back.
In the community. So our behavioral health department is here, and I love the fact that they come out of the building and they come out into the community to service those who haven't come in. So listen, how long have you been doing this kind of work? Kayla, how long have you been doing this?
Coming up in July, I would be here for 3 years.
Awesome.
I'm coming up on my 3rd year.
Come on, clap it up for Kayla. Woo. I love it. Albert, you seasoned, but let me hear. How long you been here? 15, 25 years?
May will be 7 years.
Come on, clap it up for Albert for his 7 years.
No. So nope. Y'all not sharing the note. One person is looking at that note. We're about to come back around and pick them up. Don't share it with the table. The one person who has it, read it, fold it, and I'm coming back to pick them up. So don't share it with the table, because then y'all gonna be cheating.
Right. Jeremy, how long have you been with Bright Star Community Outreach?
It'll be 2 years in September.
Clap it up for Jeremy right there for his 2 years. Come on, Joey. How long you been here?
I got 2 years in June.
Awesome. Clap it up for Joey. Now, we've heard from Albert, and Kayla said his mic is still hot, but we want to hear, Jeremy, tell us something about the work that you do for our community. What kinds of things do you do for Bright Star Community Outreach?
It is a pleasure to work for Bright Star Community Outreach. One of the things that we do...
Hold on. Bring it down, y'all. Excuse me. Hello? Please bring your voices down so we can hear the information. Go ahead, Jeremy.
We teach social emotional learning inside of schools, Chicago Public Schools, to help them understand how to better communicate their emotions.
Okay.
You'd be surprised how many children have never been asked the question, "How are you doing today?"
What?
Yeah. So.
You mean from home to school?
From home to school. So just us being there with them, we identify some of the things that they're going through and help a lot of young people.
Let me ask you a question, because over the weekend, I'm sure you have to start this process all over again on Monday to deprogram and then build again. Without being too personal about the things that are going on in these rooms that you manage, what seems to be the biggest issue or problem with the kids?
There's a disconnect between what Albert was talking about earlier, friendship and parenting.
Friendship and parenting.
And unfortunately, the guidance factor is so absent that parents have now.
Hold on. We can do this without yelling, okay? Because everybody needs to hear this information. This is about your child or your grandchild, okay? So we want you to pack this up and take it home. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Praise the Lord, saints. All right. No, seriously, one of the things that we hear all the time is that when children go to school, most of them, we meet them in their first class, and they're saying how exhausted and how tired they are.
From the first class?
From the first class. Our question to them is, why are you so tired?
Yeah.
And the problem is they did not go to bed until 2 or 3 a.m.
Oh, Lord.
Here's the problem. Just because it's bedtime, this is to the parents and grandparents and caretakers, just because it's your bedtime, it does not mean your children are sleeping. And it's our responsibility to make sure that I know we need our privacy and our quiet time, but leave your door open and find out what's going on in your house. Don't assume because you said 8:30 is bedtime that they're asleep at 8:30. They're up on their cell phone, playing games, talking to people, listen, on these video games like Fortnite and all of these other games, and they're talking and chatting with people who are not their friends because there are predators in the comments trying to lure our children outside of the house, gain personal information. And so when we talk to these children, they're not going to bed and they're tired. And so a lot of the times when this is what I found out. We discipline children after the fact for things we could have prevented before. If I had spent more time with my son or daughter at 8:30 before I sent them to bed, I wouldn't have to punish my child for getting poor grades because they didn't go to bed. And so I say this, one thing I've discovered, and working with children has helped me as a parent. Please pay attention to your children. Pay attention to what's going on with them because, of course, you had a long day. You're sleepy. You're tired. I get it.
Yeah.
All right? But when is the last time you didn't say, did you do your homework? Did you do your chores? When is the last time you just said, how was your day?
So important.
Because if we don't do that, then they won't have the same to give.
When I was growing up, my mother told me that a door on my room was a privilege. And depending on how I acted, that door came down. Now, I know you don't believe it because I was a good girl. But your door, she would say, is a privilege. It's up to you. And she kind of just like left it open. That's how she communicated. I knew what she meant, but that's how she communicated. And from that dissertation, I knew that she wasn't playing with me. You can shut your door all you want, but it's a privilege. And I'll take it right down, and you won't have one. So I think if we are active in the development of our children and just to be present in their moments as they age from through adolescence to whatever, I think it would make a big difference also. I think it would make a big difference. Joey, I know you're working hard. Joey, what you got to tell us? You got anything about the work that you do at Bright Star Community Outreach in your department? Tell us something.
So one big thing we've been doing, continue to do, is we go into the schools like Jeremy just said.
Yeah.
We also go into a bunch of different senior living facilities throughout the Bronzeville on south
Hold
side
on,
of Chicago.
Joey. Hold on. We'll wait. Go ahead and finish your conversation. You finish, and we'll wait for you. Go ahead, Joey.
Yeah, so like I was saying, we go to a bunch of different senior living facilities within the Bronzeville, south side of the city. We give different trainings like we do with the schools. So just recently, we just did a grief session over at Margaret Ford. Different check-ins, different social emotional learning. Whatever the case may be, we come in and have these conversations. And most of the time, they also have bingo that we end up playing. We usually bring some food. Kayla always picks up this pecan little pie thingy. I don't know what it is, but it's from Jules, and I love it. It's delicious. I'm always happy to go to Margaret Ford because I know that's coming, and I know I get to eat. We always get prizes, stuff like that for bingo.
Nice.
And I know a lot of time when we talk to the seniors living in these senior living facilities, they almost feel forgotten. They feel like they're put in there, no one there to check in. And that's what we want to be. We want to be that source, that beacon for them to talk to someone, to show them that we care, that we care about what's going on. We care about what they're doing in their day. Just a voice for them to listen to, and just, if they need a hug, give them a hug. Just be there for those people.
Wow.
Because they take care of everything. They take care of everything throughout their whole life. They take care of their kids, grandkids, brothers, sisters, parents, whatever the case may be. But they ain't get nothing in return at this point in their life.
Man.
So we're there to help them get that return.
So I see something between the adolescents and the older people that seem to be forgotten. Those two generations seem to be forgotten. You're saying that nobody's checking in, and you're saying that nobody's checking in. That hurts to hear. That people, we throw them away, put them away, and let somebody else take care of them. I'm so glad that we have a resource in the community. Our organization handles taking care of those check-ins. Can you clap it up for Joey, Jeremy, and for Albert and Kayla?
Can I just add, Ms.
Yes,
Joni, to what
do.
Joey was just saying? If there's anyone here, you're in a facility, and you would like for us to come out, we will come out, and we'll play bingo with y'all, bid whist, spades, checkers. We come and we bring lessons that will encourage you, that would inspire you,
Love that.
to let you know that you are not forgotten. And Kayla brings the pecan roll. So we'll come and we'll have a good time with you at your building. All you got to do is reach out to us.
So you mean you'll come to any facility?
Any facility.
In Greater Bronzeville?
We will be right there.
Wow. Clap it up for that. I just learned something today. I didn't realize that. I thought you had dedicated places you went to. No. What?
Wherever we're welcome, we will come.
Oh, I love that. I'm so proud to be working for such a great organization. Do y'all love us, Bright Star Community Outreach? Man, where are we at with our activity? Are we almost done with that?
We're ready. Y'all get.
Okay.
We got our tables. So those that received the paper, there was a person that was supposed to communicate to, and the word get passed around. We want to see how well you were able to pass the communication. So which table is going to go first? While it's still fresh.
You want them to come up here? Would it be easier for you if they came forward?
That'll be easier.
That would be easier. Okay, so our table chairpersons, come on up. We're going to put you on camera today. You on the spot today. Don't worry, we haven't forgotten about your bingo and all of that. But we want to get this information out to you. Please quickly come. If you were the person, come on up.
Come on, if you're the representative at your table, come on up. Come on, let's give them a hand as they come. Hello, what's your name?
I'm Patrice.
Patrice. All right. Now, y'all said we did a good part with communicating, right? That we talked about in our lesson. That was a good class today? Yes. I said communication was two parts, right? There was a communicator and there's a listener, right? This is the part where you're the listener and you're not talking. Some of y'all were not good at Simon Says. All right, here we go. What's your paper say?
My paper said that, no, don't do that. Somebody will not be participating in the Bronzeville area because a low turnout.
A low turnout, all right. So people didn't participate in Bronzeville because of low turnout. All right, what does the paper actually say? What does the paper actually say? BSCO will no longer service the Bronzeville area because there has been a low percentage of recurring participants. Sounds like communication is a little broke down right there, doesn't it? Come on, give her a hand. Who's next? Who's next? Come on, come on, come on. What's your name?
Jamaica.
Come on, give Jamaica some love. What did your paper say?
It said if BSCO, I know, and BSCO would not be giving any more gifts unless you pay your tithe and join church.
Let me see, she was pretty close. BSCO will not be giving out any more gift cards unless you pay your tithes and join the church. Come on, give me
No,
high five.
these are not true. These are not true.
These are not true. These are just statements. Don't take it to heart.
statements.
We having a little fun.
Okay.
All right.
I just wanted to get that disclaimer. These are not true.
Come on, what's your name?
Although I think it might be.
Come on, y'all give it up for Tanya. What your paper say?
My paper said that Joni is the hostess with the mostest. She is a fashion whisperer. I bet she has at least 100 pair of glasses.
Let's see what it says. Joni is the hostess with the mostest. She's a fashionista. I bet she has 100 pair of glasses. She's the best. Come on, come on, you all right.
Miss Joni, how many pair of glasses do you actually have?
I'll just say this. I have a dresser with 3 drawers just for my glasses.
Oh, wow. Come on, who's next? Who's next? Come on.
Y'all got to move faster than that. Come on.
All right. What's your paper say?
I only come to Power for free food, free gifts, and free power session.
I only come to Power Wednesdays for the free food and ambassadors. The free food is actually the best part of the event. You kind of got it in there a little bit.
Came up with these statements. Y'all crazy.
Come on, what's your name?
Nikisha.
Nikisha, what's your paper say?
Pastor Harris uses alliterations when teaching and preaching. Wow, that's amazing.
That's it. Pastor Chris Harris uses alliteration when he teaches and preaches. Wow, that's amazing. Go ahead, girl. You leave me hanging.
Hey.
All right, there you go. That's a good communicator right there.
I love it.
Okay, your table. She say her table over there. She wants you to know she representing y'all. Come on, what's your paper say?
BCSO is started to charge for plates. If you don't pay, you don't eat.
BSCO will start charging for plates. No, I'm getting like her. BSCO will start charging all participants $10 per plate. If you don't pay, you don't eat. There's additional gratuity for the servers. You see, she left that gratuity off. That's what communicators do. They leave out what they don't want to repeat. They say what they want to say, what's important to them, and they leave off the information that they don't want to share. But a good communicator will communicate with the same intent. Somebody shout intent. Because how many have gotten information and then you go to the source, they're like, well, that was not my intent with what I said. It's because it was not conveyed with the same intent. So you have to make sure the intent is with it. That's why I don't like people texting me important things, because it's all left up into my interpretation how I read it. And I will not respond. Especially if I feel like you got an attitude, because now I want to respond in a different way, right? No, but again, we just wanted to show you, again, how easily communication can be broken, and now it becomes miscommunication. You got one more table? I'm trying to wrap it up. Come on, one more table. Give it up for the one more. For the one more.
Hey.
One more. Oh, I see you in your animal print. All right. Yes. Yep.
All right. Hello, everybody. So.
No, you got to say what it is without reading.
Okay. My statement is Trump has been abducted by aliens and taken to Mars for failure to keep the DEI together. If you don't know that, that means diversity, equality, and inclusion of people like us, all other minorities. So, and he has a cyst on his brain. So to sum that up.
Okay, come on. Let's stay with the paper.
That up,
Let's stay with the paper.
that
Come
is
on.
my paper.
That's the point? Okay, all right.
So that's my paper. So if he can't keep it together down here on earth, how can he go to another place and keep things together and be sick on the brain?
All right. So let me read. Trump has been abducted by aliens for failure to promote DEI on Mars. It has been discovered that Trump has a cyst on his brain. So she kind of gave hers and some more. But that's, again, it shows how we add our interpretation of what we heard or what we saw or how we feel. When communicating, we have to make sure that we're not adding or taking away from the communication, but make sure that we communicate, again, the appropriate information as precisely as possible. What would prevent error? Let me ask that question real quick. What would have prevented error? How about if you was just writing while we, and shared what was written? I mean, I know the thing was not for us to pass the paper around, but I'm saying in the event that you're in the process of communicating, how about take some good notes? How about make sure that you just say what was said? Active listening, repeat what was said. Paraphrasing, asking questions for clarity. That is all active listening. All right? Again, we enjoyed our time here with you, Miss Joni. Thank you for having us.
Oh, my gosh. Y'all got something to take home with you?
Oh, yeah.
Let's give our BHG a great power welcome. Come on.
Before we go, she said, see you next year. We got some BSCO bracelets and pins. We want to make sure we give it out to you. It's got our helpline number on it.
Hey.
We know sometimes it's hard to remember these numbers, but it's 833-TURN-123. If you need any help, any assistance, we got a helpline that is ready to help you, and we got some stuff to help you remember the helpline of BSCO.
Clap it up right there as Destiny works her way up to the stage. We're doing bingo. Let's go. Turn it up. Y'all still in the building? All right. Did y'all get all of that information? We're about to say bye to our online. We wanted to keep you around. Y'all look in that camera right there and wave bye-bye. Our next power session is April 9th. We'll see you at 12 noon on April 9th.